All right. I think we have something starting soon. A little bit delayed, but that's natural, right? It happens. Happens to the best of us. I know because I am the best, actually. Rumor has it. Hello, everybody. We have 4 people in the Discord on one of the teams, 5 in the other, so we're still waiting on one guy to join the Discord, but it looks like the match, or at least the drafting stage, has started between these 2 teams of Unfallen and Under Effect. Just waiting for classic little, Dota TV to catch up with us, alright? And so it has, look at that. Alright, I'm gonna just mute this music and I'll start yapping now. I hope everybody's having a great day or night, most likely night if you're viewing from the, in the American times. But it is currently midday here, 1:50 p.m. A little bit further than midday. Sunday for me, Saturday for them. As I'll just say hello, welcome. Let me just get this sort of stuff out of the way here. Oh, I've got a little, I want to see if this works, actually. Does this little thing... Oh, look at that! Amazing! Look at the animation! Pretty cool, right? Dude, we love it. We love it here at Solar in Impacto, right? We have a new little floating logo down the side as well. And then there's me. Look, hello. I was here yesterday. I was meant to be here a little bit early today, but had some, some issues with work and some time, restraints and whatnot. But I'm lucky to actually have another series to cast later on. If you guys don't speak English and have no idea what I'm saying right now, you can go down to the Spanish channel. Caravan, as we see here, is actually covering it in the in Spanish, I believe. So you guys can check that out. But I'm here just to cover it in English. He was very kind of me. Sorry, not me. Kind of Kyra to actually allow me to cast this, in English anyway, despite me unfortunately missing the first series that I was meant to cast a few hours ago. Once again, just some emergencies at work, but that's neither here nor there. We are now here with, the Unfallen team versus Under Effect. Let's have a look, actually, whilst we're doing this drafting here. I'll actually put the,
10 seconds to go.
I'll put that new overlay and hopefully that still works. The overlay of the oops, not that one, of the drafting. We need to open up a certain app actually to do it. I'm just gonna see how it goes. It worked yesterday, so I'm hopeful that it works today. I'm not sure if I had to open up Dota in a certain way. Right, so when this app is open, there we go. The overlay works like that. All right, we need the app to be open. That's good to know. Okay. The draft has begun. We have some bans. We have some first picks already. However, I'm just going to really quickly show us where we're at in the group stage, okay? So as we speak right now, it is for me, it is the 21st of September, but for you guys, it is obviously the 20th, in the American times. So day 2, I guess you could say, right, of this group stage here. With both of these teams, as of right now, I mean, this is probably, it's their first game completely, right? They are in, this is Group B. So, Group A was yesterday, I believe. Some of Group B started as well. It's a mixture, sorry. Correction, it is a little bit of a mixture. But yeah, the final series for today will be Unfallen and Under Effect. Both of these guys have not played yet, right? So we're excited to see how they go. A few different substitutes in for both teams, I think. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how they go. They both made it through the first qualifier. Both pretty capable teams here, so I'll just get this out of the way for you. And we're back at it. All right, to start us off, we have... I'm just having a look to see if I can pronounce these names. I'll see how I go in-game. However, to begin with, a Beastmaster and a Snap combo there. The Beastmaster being that pretty hard and hard lockdown here with the Raw, following up with the Snapfire ulti as well. Very deadly combo as well as even in lane together, right? And synergize as well with that minus armor as well as the utilizing the cookie on the boar as you know, and all the splash damage and whatnot. It's a really nice combo to start with. Obviously, kind of showing your hand a little bit early can be a detriment to you. Oh, I've accidentally moved something. It can be a little bit of a detriment, but in this case, I think go back down. Cut that out for now.
Radiant's pick.
Beastmaster's still very strong, right? Beastmaster is, I guess, one of those heroes that builds, you know, Helm of the Dominator and still just takes over lanes. As well as takes towers before like minute 11, minute 12, preferably a little bit earlier than that. I believe that this is a very strong laning combo, right? Beastmaster, Snapfire, it is deadly. But if you reveal your hand too early, you can counterpick. Speaking of counterpicks, not necessarily counter in regards to like the hero per se, but in the laning stage, I kind of hope that they, you know, Enchantress and Skyroth both are very distant poking heroes, right? So Snapfire and Beastmaster might have a little bit of struggle against this. Follow up with a Warlock. Seeing what the hip hop is. Is my YouTube it's working. Alright, I'm streaming. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to check my YouTube chat, because I don't really know how. I don't have many monitors. See how I go. I'm doing very good. Casting some dotes. Indeed, casting some dotes. Alright, so Impacto Solar Season 4. This is the final game, best of 2. In this you know, group stage. Like I said before, both of these teams have not played yet. They obviously played in the the qualifiers before, but not in this in the actual group stage yet. We've had a few more picks. All right, let's talk about it. Warlock, Troll, Warlord. Okay, kind of interesting. Then we also have an Ursa Warrior. The cool thing about Ursa is, with a lot of these BKB piercing kind of ults and stuff like that, Beastmaster, Warlock, I mean, even, you know, the Snapfire, you know, is magical damage, but a lot of these ults, from my understanding, you don't really have to commit a lot to it. Probably the Beastmaster has to get a little bit close, obviously, but he wants to do that. Snapfire, Warlock, both very distant fighters. So Ursa there with the ults, he can obviously, you know, withstand a lot of that damage. There is going to be a lot of chaos in these team fights, especially with the Warlock now being involved. Snapfire, Warlock combo. There's going to be a lot of splash damage that you're not going to be, it's not going to be easy kind of predict it. So I think the Ursa pick's really nice here. I'm wondering if he's going to get an Ag Scepter. That way he can, if he is Roared, kind of get that ulti off anyway. It might not really be necessary. He might have to just be a little bit, how do I say this? A little bit preemptive with his ultis. I think Ursa can get bursted this game, so he needs to keep that into consideration, right? Troll Warlord as well now is picked for Under Effect. A lot of decent amount of aggression in these cores getting up in your face here. I wonder what they're going to pick for the last one. They haven't really. 10 seconds to go. Nobody ever bans out the Puck or the Spirits in these games I've seen. So these heroes are absolutely still available. Skywrath, a little bit of a counter to some of these mobile heroes like that, but I don't think it's that much of a deal. We have an Earthshaker as well, most likely the Pulse 3 Earthshaker, or it could be mid. Right, a little bit of flexibility there. You guys have to forgive me. I think I'm getting a little bit sick, unfortunately. That and because of me, you know, not being here this morning, I'm running on very little sleep.
5 seconds.
But regardless, I'm still excited to see how these two teams clash against each other. I mean, the Spirits are still available, man. There's not many. I mean, they've got a little bit of lockdown with Skywrath and Earthshaker, and I'm no doubt the Ursa will get a basher at one point. But we really need a mobile. We need a mobile hero on Under Effect for sure, for sure. Meanwhile, on Unfallen, I think this Earthshaker might be a bit of a flex pick with it being mid, possibly. Though they are getting the second to last pick,
10 seconds to go.
they could be ambitious and kind of pick another flexi hero.
5 seconds.
I don't think they will, though. I think they are going to go for a mid laner now. But I mean, ES against Troll in lane, I don't think is very good. Earthshaker does not like staying in one place for too long. He likes to kind of bob in and out with his enchant totem. So I think it might be a mid Earthshaker, and this could be a last pick. I kind of hope they do that, because regardless of if the Earthshaker gets counterpicked, What have people been doing with Earthshaker lately? You just stack the triangle, you get an Echo Slam, and you have a Blink Dagger at 9 minutes in the game. So I kind of hope they counterpick this Troll and pick a lane that's really difficult for the Troll Warlock. Warlock can sustain the Troll, but there's no threat. There's no threat of anyone dying, I think. So with them knowing that, I hope they can pick something. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good. That's aggressive. So again, it could be a mid Legion, but I believe it is the offlane Legion Commander.
Time to pick some.
And now they'll follow up with a Lycan mid. Okay.
5 seconds.
I think I like Unfallen's draft a little bit more. I can understand, and last time I cast the game with a Lycan mid, I kind of was a bit hesitant about it, but Lycan mid has the capacity to really take over games. Kind of, I won't put it in the same category as like a brood or a cheese pick like that, but it kind of has there's a little bit of cheddar scraped off on it. Okay, the Lycan mid is a little bit kind of dipping into that territory, I think, where he can just absolutely take over a lane. But with that being said, you're up against an Earthshaker mid. I don't think Earthshaker's going to have a too rough of a time. You know, he probably can deal with the wolves. I want to see how he levels himself. Often Earthshaker mids just get max Q and E, so that aftershock damage, so you can get that the ulti into the neutrals. The Legion Commander offlane is nice. I think it's pretty decent. They could have picked something a little bit more aggressive to go into Troll, but with a Warlock backing him up, I can see them just wanting to have someone who can stay in the lane, farm a lot, get some good items at a decent time, and kind of take over through there. And I think Legion's a pretty good pick for that. Pairing it up with, who have they got with him? The Skywrath, I believe? Or it could be the Ench. It's a classic combo. I think I like Unfallen's draft a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more here. I think it's just a little bit easier to play. Let me just quickly, oops, sorry. Get these overlays back. All right. I will also make sure the camera is, yeah. So what do we think? I think I am slightly favoring Dire's draft. I do like the Lycan mid. I think it has capacity to take over the game. I think there's a few key factors that we need to incorporate here, or at least think of. All right, how's this? Is this looking good? We're all happy? Am I too big? I hope comment if I'm too big and you don't want to see my disgusting face. I can make myself smaller for you guys. Okay, so I'm thinking of three things here. It's Legion lane. We need to watch this Legion lane. We need to watch this mid lane as well. Are they going to stack for the Earthshaker? How well is Legion going to do in this top lane? I think pretty well. A pretty easy combo later on. Big wrap around here, as both teams are smoked up. We're going to have a bit of engagement already. So now... they'll poke fun at each other and say hello a little bit, right?
And away we go. Got a feeling this is gonna be good.
Now, the Beastmaster... Ooh, are they throwing this Lycan off lane? Okay, it's a Beastmaster mid. This changes things a little bit. I kind of thought it would have been... I feel like a Lycan mid would have been a little bit better. There's more solo kill potential here now, actually. So that's, you know... That is something. Have a look at the last hits and denies. Yeah, less kill potential here. I mean, I was going to say, this is what's going to happen. These wolves are not going to be utilized at all, because Ench can just steal one. I don't know about this. She's just going to have her own wolf. I really thought it was going to be a Lycan mid. But with the wolves here, how do you utilize these wolves when you have a +5 Ench stealing them once in a while? The effectiveness of them is just going to be, halved. It only costs 70 mana. Meanwhile, it's 115 for the Lycan. So she'll, absolutely just take one and use it to her advantage. He's still Oh dear. Well, I mean, they're gonna have to kind of deal with it. I think it might be too late. I mean, and regardless, she could have done it with the balls as well, right? So, I guess in that aspect, it is a pretty decent counterplay there. Perhaps that was the better choice. Maybe they wanted the Lycan mid and the offlane boar, but you're thinking, oh, which one would you rather her steal, right? And I guess for the laning stage, at least, the Lycan wolves are, you know, less troublesome because they don't have that slow effect. However, just taking that into consideration now, I really do like what Dire have to offer here in this game. Really want to watch this offlane Legion. Like I said, shouldn't really be able to pressure these two. And vice versa. This lane shouldn't really result in any kills, I don't think, right? If people are just playing it... If they just play it casually, there is a little bit of potential for burst damage if they do engage upon each other. More so from the Dire team. Right? With the overwhelming odds and the, you know, the arcane bolts and whatnot. Meanwhile, top lane, this lane is maybe more likely to have someone die. But really important that that Dire not only win this bottom lane, right? So Legion can well, speaking of Legion, Blood Grenade's committed on both teams here, and that Fatal Bonds is a lot of damage, and Legion Leia might go down here. They do clip him with the axes. Not much regen available for him, and it looks like they will get the Lotus because of that on Radiant. Meanwhile, Ursa picks up the one on Dire. Did that 3 minutes. Oh no, the tree. That's rough. That tree just despawned before he tried to eat it. Two levels in enchant now. Ench being an obnoxious support. Just farming away in front of their faces there. Gonna get some extra amount of regen for them and is managing to pull too. I think Ghost is doing a lot in this lane here. Really helping out Predator. That being said, I mean, Eons is doing pretty nice in the last hit department himself. 2 levels in Summon Wolves. Yeah, I don't think it's... I mean, I guess he could get Howl for the armor and attack reduction in lane, but... It's easier to secure last hits with these wolves instead, you know? It'd be an interesting way to play about this lane if they actually just... If he literally just got Howl instead and had Detroit and him just cookie minus armor. Comboing that with the other one. Oh, we actually lose. Oh, first blood actually happens down bottom. I missed it, unfortunately. As NJY picks it up there. Interesting. None of these spells are on cooldown. I'm not sure how Legion got so low. Okay, did use that on him there. So far, unfortunately, no stacks for Mr. Earthshaker. It's hard because you really want this offlane to do well, so you don't really want Seeker to leave too much, but I think it's very, very beneficial that this Earthshaker gets a decent timing on the Blink Dagger, especially being an Earthshaker mid. Speaking of which, he's doing okay in the last hit department. Obviously, you know, Beastmaster a little bit more ahead here. There's Chaos. Not going to go for the Helm build. Okay, so, you know, if you're playing the mid Beastmaster, it does switch it up a little bit. Lycan, however, will have the Helm of Dominator queued up. We're just going to go for the classic, you know, Blink, BKB. And it looks like a Lincoln Sphere. Which, I like that for Beastmaster. He needs to play a little bit quicker. Can't really be getting these Helm of the Dominators farming around. We have those 6-minute runes popping up soon. Okay, Seeker. Nearby, but there's a nice deep ward here by Kyoshi, so they'll be able to scout out those rotations. Rune does spawn up top, and it looks like Earthshaker has bottled the Arcane. But with the ward here, Chaos, he does have a Roar. If he can get close enough, he does use it on Seeker. And with the access to a nice stick charge, followed up by a Fissure. And I don't think Chaos is going to get this kill here. Echo Slam coming out from Exenor. And now he's actually turned it around on Chaos here. Kyoshi healing him up, but it's only level 2 on the heal. He is trying to close the distance and get away a little bit here. The Enchant Totem doesn't quite stun him in time. But Leia finishes him off. They actually do lose the Pulse 4 for it. Now Kyoshi in a little bit of trouble himself. Most likely go down as well. Body blocked. Making it work for the kill. And, you know, with the movement speed to his side, he might be... Nope, there we go. The enchant. And finally, X manages to finish him off here. 7-minute XP shrines. NYJ, did he pick it up? He certainly did, and he makes his swift getaway there back to the tower. Very cheeky little play by the Troll Warlord there. Good amount of XP going to the side of Radiant for that. And, ultimately, you lose 2 for 1. You take a bit of time, but it's Radiant. I'll switch it over to the net worth. I know, kind of soonish, but it looks like they're coming out on top of the last hit department. Top lane's been a little bit quiet, but on that very note, minus armor, stacking that up, and this Ursa not level 6 yet. The armor's going to come back eventually, but that is a deadly combo. Little Shredder, even just, yeah, how Little Shredder level 1 is enough to really hurt this Ursa.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Luckily, he makes it out of there, and the Helm of the Bomb is available. Now, Detroit in a little bit of trouble. Tries to throw it. He throws out the Scatterblast to slow down a bit, and they're trying to body block the heals coming out. Nice repositioning as well from Eons. Good micro there, as now Ghost is in a little bit of trouble trying to TP out without any stuns. Just manages to go by as the Wisps running home to the mother and actually vanish. And now saying, you know, most of these offlane, well, specifically saying it about the Beastmaster, but you can say the same thing about the Lycan. Those heroes that get the Helm of the Dominator, they like to take the towers pretty early. And this is quite early enough for Dire to say, no, we do not want to give it to you, as Earthshaker's TPing in. Ursa's also here. Ulti available for him if he wants to. He can Echo, and he certainly will, with the neutral creeps doing a lot of damage to Eons, but the heal coming out from Kyoshi keeps him alive for a while. And they'll just shrug it off a bit. As 9 minutes clocks over here, and those Lotuses will spawn in again. They're still sticking up here on the Radiant. No level 6s yet. The Warlock does get level 6 now, so he can, if he wants to, counter offering. There is no Fatal Bonds, however, but the stun itself is enough to kind of set the stage here for a brief period of time before they just they just walk it off. Unfortunately, looks like they do want this tower, so they'll throw the Golem here, and without a doubt, this tower will crumble down just at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Meanwhile, this bottom lane that really should have gone Legion's way. Only 1 death, but I guess 1v1ing, you know, the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord, a very dominant laner, right, with that attack speed. You know, especially since Legion, you know, the Dispel is nice, but you're not really worried about the roots. It's more just the amount of damage flying at you on this guy. A bit of a level difference here. Gonna have a really nice timing on the Battle Fury. Meanwhile, despite their... Okay, there's a few stacks. I think they might actually, yeah, leave this for Legion, possibly. There is a ward that sees him doing this. Because it looks like, I mean, Earthshaker... Yeah, still, you know, could benefit from getting this... He wants to ulti it still, but I wonder if they'll share some of it with Legion, because... You know, they can make a lot of tempo happen with the Earthshaker, but I think it's very beneficial that Legion equally kind of set, or, you know, matches that tempo as well. Smoke coming out from Radiant. Because of this deep ward, they're actually going to steal these stacks here. This is very bad for Dire right now. He's just going to slowly do it under smoke, right?
Dire's top tower.
In under effects, yeah.
Mid tower.
They're not committing much, and I mean, Chaos is having a fun time. He's having a field day here with these level 4 and the axes, and he's just gonna right under their noses here on Unfallen pinch it. As I mean, Earthshaker's TPing in now. It looks like he might know something's going on. The Echo Slam's there, but the Roar comes out too quick, as well as the Mortimer Kisses. He's still alive for a while, but rooted because of the neutral creep, I think. And now, I mean, he is unable to get anything off. Meanwhile, Leo in the backlines wants to get a duel, but even if he duels here, he's got no follow-up damage. Or does he? Here comes Seeker. Okay, he does. And there's the first victory of the game. 11 minutes, 45 seconds. But I dare say the damage is done, and the damage is still being done. Chaos. What a pesky guy. Just pinching a lot of these last hits here. Earthshaker gets nothing. And that, I mean, 5k net worth at 12 minutes. Very, very little kills in this game, but that was very, very well played by Under Effects there. Meanwhile, Lycan runs down the Ursa. I mean, so far with the amount of discombobulating that Radiant are doing to Dire, Unfallen, yeah, I think they're a little bit rattled right now. The blink timings on both of these heroes are delayed significantly now. And I think the next 5 to 8 minutes, Radiant, they're just going to take towers. And that's exactly what they appear to be doing. The top tower's been taken. Mid tower seems to be the next objective now. And they're going to very slowly start to get a tight grip on the Dire side of the map. I don't know if they're waiting on anything specific here. Well, yeah. Helm of the Overlord. And with an Ancient Golem at 13 minutes, I don't know how, you know, just to clarify, that's a bonus percentage of HP. Only 17 right now. But as he levels up, it levels up. And Chaos Nike, sorry, with a double damage. I don't know how you counterplay this or how you defend this.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
You desperately need these blink daggers on these heroes. Both of them, okay, are getting a bit closer. They're really heavily farming. I think Under Effect, okay, they are taking the tower. I think they could be playing a little bit more aggressively if they want to. The enemy side. Well, speaking of aggression, Predator rooted, held in place, not even worth ulting. He's too far away from the enemy towers, as it looks like NYJ has joined his squadron up top. Top of the net worth, by the way, 2-0, with a very early Battle Fury.
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
And, okay, Radiant's bottom tower goes down, but the Dire one's equally gone too. And we actually lose the Earthshaker. I think that was a Roar on the end of the double damage and the combo there. As, you know, level 12 on one mid lane and level 10 on the other. And now they're setting up, like I said, for this next few moments to push a little bit more aggressively. And that's just going to delay. Oh, no, he did get the Blink Dagger. Okay. He managed to buy out the Blink. Blink on Legion as well. So regardless of you know, the net worth lead, it is 8k, which is quite significant at this time of this early in the game. The Blink Daggers, the value of these items are still quite, you know, not to be scoffed at, right? And this is going to be their first attempt here. I mean, it's a pretty heavy target. They're going to try their best, but with the combo there, it should be enough. He's going to try to reposition him. Actually, successfully does so, and he gets the ulti off. Eons, he's out of there. He's running away, and now Dire there in a lot of trouble. The counterplay from the Echo Slam is pretty big as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off. Warlock does have his ulti thrown down also, as now Exenor and Ghost on the back pedal. It was a nice attempt of a turnaround, but with this shared damage of magic coming out on all of them, they lose both the Blink Dagger holders are gone. They do take the Lycan, sure. But ultimately, they lose the fight, and now they're probably going to lose this tier 2. I mean, look at the summons that they've got. It's just dealing a lot of damage here. Throw on a little shredder as well, and that tower is going to melt in moments. It was such a valiant effort there, but it was just off the mark. They just didn't quite have the damage. Really well played by Detroit, repositioning the Lycan. You know, Lycan with a lot of armor, right? So he was surviving through a lot of that. Managed to slip away for a brief period of time. He did die eventually. But just enough for Radiant to make a counterplay. I mean, Earthshaker came in as well, but yeah, it wasn't enough juice. You're going to smoke and have another attempt here. They have another duel. But they've kind of gone off to different targets. Okay, this time they're going to try it again. They don't have as much damage though. Oh, and unfortunately, I mean, the Seeker wasn't quite with them at the time. They went onto different targets. And again, just like before, it's resulted in a really negative engagement for them. Unfallen are kind of falling apart right now. As these combos should be pretty easy to land, but they're going for the... I mean, that's 2 times they've gone on the hero with the most armor. I get it, the Lycan... I mean, he's a juicy target. You see him there. He seemed alone, but you got to go for these supports maybe now. I don't think they can kill him.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down. Dire's lost the top tower.
11-4, 17 minutes with a 13k network lead. And I mean, with the minus armor and the tools that they have, the neutrals, they do ping Roshan. And Roshan is available for them as he says hello. And now they're going to go for it. Ursa only just finishing his Battle Fury not too long ago. Will go for the Blink as his next item as well. But I think, yeah, despite, from my understanding, I did like the Dire lineup a little bit better. The lane stage has really come out beneficial for Radiant, and just with a few missed team fights, they want to give this... Okay, they don't want to give this to Roshan, sorry, as the Mortimer Kisses are going to be played defensively, but funnily enough, it lands and it reveals all of Dire. Now the Roar as well. The Golem gets thrown down, they're just going to run through everybody. Meanwhile, Troll's still doing the Roshan. He knows his boys have this, and they've lost 2 again. Finally, the TP out. Luckily, comes out from the sky. I don't know what... This game is looking harder and harder every minute to climb back into. The net worth difference is huge here. Huge. As Eons, he actually runs down Ghost, who was alone in the enemy jungle. And oh no, they find Ursa, Predator. I mean, he can ulti if he wants to, front flip, but the body blocks from the Lycan Wolf as well. Well placed here by the off lane, but okay, the heals, that nice stun there to hold them off. He's very lucky to limp away on this bear with that one. Now, the one thing that possibly can turn this game around is, although they are winning by a significant amount, they do have Aegis as well, so they can play a little bit feisty if they want. Under effect, they still need to respect high ground, and what high ground is at only 19 minutes into the game. Certainly not going to hit high ground from there, right? I think they should probably, with this Aegis, right? They've still got about 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Take this tower, take the Tormentor, and just really ward out the map. And maybe you know, the next Roshan, think about doing the what's it called? So the you know, the high ground push. But they might be able to get all of that done before the Aegis runs out, actually. Those 2 objectives I said before. But, I mean, also, the later the game goes, you know, the more opportunities Dire do have to take that positive engagement, right? Because, like I said, you know, with these Blink Dagger spells, it shouldn't be too hard to really win some of these team fights. They just, unfortunately, have had, you know, they've attempted to go on one of the tankier heroes, and, you know, they weren't quite connected together for it to really come to fruition there. But as I said, it looks like, yeah, they're going to... Tormentor is going to be 1 goal for them on Radiant here, on Under Effects. As a nice shot to have on the Snapfire, and they will swiftly make their way down bottom for this second and final, or, you know, this final tower here, the tier 2 bottom. I mean, Dire, I don't know if they can... They do have a bit of a vision advantage here, and this is just before the Shrine of Wisdom. They have some pretty decent defensive wards here, but it's still... The net worth difference is way too big. They cannot go near this team here. They just have to try to split push, try to take something. I mean, Eons, he grabs an Invis Rune. It was tempting, but I still... Even with these 2, I don't think they could have killed him. He's got a BKB as well now. Bottom tower gone. Shrine taken by Chaos. yeah, so far forward, you can just get the Veil, and he's going to go for a Shivas as well. And now, Solar Crest minus armor, the heals from the Warlock. This Troll Warlord is having a fun time. Even throw in the Ice Shaman with the Ice Fireball to take out these buildings so quickly. Earthchecker does get a nice echo onto about 3 here as the Warlock low, but not low enough to actually get his ulti off the Roar as well. They take out, oh, they've turned it around. They haven't killed anyone. Oh, again, the net worth is just too large. I wouldn't be surprised if they did call it here. It was a really nice Echo Slam. They just don't... They're just too healthy. They've got too much HP now on these, on Under Effect. I mean, all of that damage was the ES. But surviving through it and the turnaround, I mean, Warlock with the Golem, the Roar as well, coming out from Beastmaster. And they are going for tier 4s, it seems, or they've split it a little bit. Okay, there we go, Detroit. Alright. They get a duel onto one here, and this might be enough to get Radiant to back off. I think they can still fight, probably, right? They've got 20 seconds, you might as well burn the Aegis. But, no, they'll play very conservatively on Under Effect, and they will back off and wait for their Snapfire. So, not quite Megas. They, you know, Unfallen, you know, they haven't fallen yet. They live to see another day. No Megas yet. Oh, Warlock. A little bit top forward here. They're going to take a bit of time to kill him. Let's see if they could get some turnaround there. But nice pick off there. And these are the heroes they need to go for, right? They need to... They've got some pretty good vision on Dire. They've actually done a pretty decent job of keeping up some vision. If they can really just wrap around and try to get these supports first, they might be able to climb some sort of... Or at least, you know, scrape off a bit of the net worth that Radiant have. Okay, smoke attempt. Big wraparound. It is that juicy Snapfire again. Who hasn't Ags, by the way, so, you know, soon with a blink also. If anything, they must recognize that this is probably one of the... This is the key hero that you need to duel. Otherwise, she's going to be able to jump in, gobble up somebody, and save most of these others if she's in range, right? With that blink. Smoke is still got a quarter left. It doesn't look like it's going to come... It's going to result in much. Meanwhile, Under Effect, they've smoked themselves, and they're going to head up, and they're going to see the Ursa going for the Ags, but I mean, he doesn't have it yet, so he's going to get easily deleted here by the simple combination of the Roar and the Mortimer Kisses, as now the Golem going to scout out a little bit. They do find Ghost. And Ghost will hold one hit there. The Root, 2 hits, just very quickly and very swiftly takes down the Fawn. As we are 27k net worth ahead, 19-6, 25 minutes now, and it looks like Megas are on the menu here as 2 of the heroes on Unfallen are dead. Okay, spits out, that was interesting. Spits out the neutral, I think. Chaos, providing a bit of vision and cutting some trees down. They can't do anything about this. They need to wait for the other heroes. I think we got one more fight. This is their last hoorah here on Unfallen. They need to get a good duel in the backlines. They need to get a good Echo Slam. But I mean, there's so many little creeps just chipping away at the buildings as well. You can't show too close as well. The Roar, it's just too strong. And now, I mean, these creeps are just making you... They got to do something. It's a little bit predictable, though. I mean, they've got such good vision. All the creeps are swarming around here. They have to go now. Okay, they do get the Echo Slam off onto Chaos. Meanwhile, the repositioning... Okay, Snapfire doesn't come in and help him in time. So they've actually lost 1 for 1. Though, Oh, okay. Quick disconnect, unfortunately, here. Buyback from Legion. They didn't kill Chaos, though. Vision, it's not there for Exenor. Warlock ulti held and now placed as it's a dieback on him. And in the base, they will hunt down the Ursa. They will lose Eons for it as the Fountain is doing its job. They're going to call it here. I'm not too sure. I mean, yeah, Chaos can just keep going. They'll have another heal for him soon. He makes short work of Exenor. There's buybacks from 2 heroes now. Might be time to back, assuming as it's going to be a 3v2. He'll have a Roar available. He's just silenced for now. He could very well turn if he wants to. They're kind of manipulating him, though, controlling him. Warlock doing his best to help out, but he's out of mana, so he's out of resources here. And, I mean, Nike's still not dead. He's on 60 HP. Finally goes down. The creeps might finish off the Ancient, though. But Ursa's back. And with that... Oh, no. Oh, jeez. They got to kill the Siege Creep. It's going to take out the Ancient. They can't defend. Fortification used. Mortimer Kisses are going to be raining down as well, and minus armor, the creeps should finish it off here. As the Ancient goes down. Game 1, going to Under effect. Quite convincingly, too. I have a bit of a habit, right, of liking one draft and just, like, cursing the game because of it. I really did like Dire's draft. But I think just to, you know, I mean, yeah, up top, the Edge was doing well, right? Was taking the creeps and utilizing them. Mid lane was going pretty average. I think that was eventually going to be in Beast's favor. But bottom, I think just a few rotations as well. Or just maybe some misplays. I think it was, you know, even post the laning stage, that next window that I was talking about was really big, and it all started from that stealing of the neutrals, the delayed blink timing, and then to top it all off, they actually managed to get blinks at like semi okay times, regardless of the Ancients getting stolen from them. But with those blinks, they had 2 fights that just didn't work out. They went onto this high armored Lycan 2 times, and he got saved 2 times. And from there, the net worth it was just too big. And regardless of them getting some good teamfight ultis, the difference in HP, the difference in XP, it was just very noticeable. They came very close to winning one of the fights, but unfortunately, you know, if your lead is that far apart, even the best, even if you land all your combos, it can sometimes not be enough. And yeah, unfortunately, it was a little bit too late for Unfallen to really do that wraparound and take out the supports. It was, yeah, they were just playing on recover or playing on reaction a little bit. So game 1, yeah, going to Under effect. We'll have game 2 very soon, guys. I'm just going to have a quick drink break. I'll play a little bit of music, bit of tunes for you. But we'll be right back, okay, for game 2 of Under effect versus Unfallen. With Under effect taking game 1 in Impacto Solar Season 4 group stage. This is a best of 2. Final game for today. Stick around. I'll talk to you guys very soon, all right? Well, everybody, everybody's still in the Discord, so I'm not sure if you guys know, but yesterday, I was casting a series, and there's a long gap between between another game. I was like, "What's going on here?" And then like people left the Discord, and it turns out one of the games were forfeited. I didn't know. I was just waiting on this screen for like 20 minutes, maybe not 20 minutes. I exaggerate a little bit. It was quite funny though. But what do we? Yeah, they're still in the Discord, so that's good, right? That's good news. I think soon they're just having a break, right? You know, setting it up again. So I'm sure we'll very quickly have something happen. Give me a few moments. Yeah, as you can see here, the lobby is up. So, you know, Unfallen and Under Effect will be joining momentarily. Meanwhile, I guess we can keep having a little squiz at that last game. You know what, John, whatever. Let's try to do some analysis here as to what went, unfortunately, a little bit south for Unfallen here, causing them to, ironically, fall down on their knees. As this game one was a bit of a slap to the face here. I really hope they can compose themselves and come back, because I did really like this draft from them. I actually really did. I think they had the stronger draft. But it needed to come online quickly, right? It really did. And unfortunately, the very opposite happened. So I'll once again just check on the, okay. Maybe a little bit of a longer break. Let's, whoops, that's the wrong one. Hello, hello. Let's have a look here, and I think, three things, there's going to be 3 moments that I want to highlight, okay?
5 seconds. Dyer's ban.
Jump to game. Let's jump. Jump to the game. Let's see. And when I said I liked their draft more, it didn't mean... I don't think that that Radiant's draft was poor at all. I think they also had a pretty decent draft. I think it was just maybe it should have been a little bit easier for Dota to be played on this Dire team. But I mean, Radiant just really came out on top, and with this deep ward did so much, right? So let's skip to... Now this is always minute. What minute was it? Okay, so this is really big. Is this too noisy? I'll mute it for now. This is a really key moment here. So Kyoshi, right, manages to get a very, very deep ward into the enemy jungle, right, into the enemy triangle, sorry. And as a result of that, it doesn't get noticed as well. Straight away with a stack after it as well. Now, there wasn't too many stacks here. I think you end up getting like 1 more here and another here. It's enough for it to be worth contesting. Now, when was it? Yeah. Right. So, Warlock, by the way, there's a new facet to Warlock that lets him fly as well, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys have picked that one. He's got a flying facet. Now, they don't get rid of the Watchers straight away. So, well, they don't wrap around in a way where, you know, they don't smoke for it. I think they smoked previously, but it ran out. Regardless, they come in here. Actually, was this Watcher taken? This might be a bug. At the moment, I feel like the Watcher wasn't on Dire's. They don't ping it out. The Dota replay thing is always a bit buggy. There was a scan just then as well, but it doesn't say who from. So we're about 11 minutes in. Now they've already kind of won most of the laning stage. I think top... I mean, they brought all the heroes here. This was not necessarily Ursa or Enchantress's fault. They just brought all the heroes and managed to take this tower very quickly. Mid, naturally, I think, went in the way of the Beastmaster against Earthshaker. But this was Earthshaker's recovery. This is what Earthshaker needed. And he would have gotten Blink off this. Or come very close to it. But, I mean, if this Watcher is true, they should have responded a bit sooner. But Earthshaker full-on just TPs here. And unfortunately, with nobody else nearby, I mean, your Ench is still far away. It doesn't look like they're communicating that they need to save this, right? I mean, Ursa's not going to do anything. Skywrath is mid right now. And these heroes do have TPs. So, you know, just a little bit of a delay in the comms here. And as a result, we have a Roar onto Exenor, sorry. Exenor. And with Detroit throwing in a lot of magical damage, they throw out the Fatal Bonds too. All of these creeps, they're just sharing so much damage. And Chaos Nike, with really good footwork here, manages to back off, so there's no counterplay with an Echo Slam. The heals come out way too late, and now they burst in with a Scatter Blast there. And even Ghost is, unfortunately, at like a quarter HP, has to reposition himself out of there.
Towers getting the business.
Now, I think they do get a dual kill here. But even still, I love that, like, knowing what he needs to do. These supports are in a little bit of a rough situation, but Chaos, some would call this selfish. I think this is absolutely smart. This is still a bunch of Ancients that you want to take, right? So he's actually going to stick around here. He has a haste rune that he's utilizing as well. So now that he knows that, you know, there's a bit of engagement going on here, the Ench can't really stop him. There's still a stack of Ancients here. Why not take it? That's exactly what he does. Right? I think he takes all of it. The ward reveals that he's still around. Whoops, I'm going way too slow. And as a last-ditch effort, he takes, you know, another 3 hits there. And really good TP out. Forcing all these heroes to, you know, draw some attention up here. And then, I mean, meanwhile, as that happens, Ursa just gets run down by these creeps here. We'll have a look to see if Game 2 started. I wanted to show another moment, but I've got a feeling that we might be in Game 2 soon. Yeah, we are. We are in Game 2. All right. Oh, we're very, very quick. We've actually gone through a bit of the draft. My bad, my bad. We've gone through a lot of the draft. I got distracted. My apologies, my apologies. And we have, what is this? It's like 2 different teams now. 2 brand new teams enter the battlefield as no one has been recommissioned here. Or repositioned. As we now have a Bane, Primal, Monkey, the Templar, Nynx, Gyro, Enigma, Silencer. Wow.
Radiant's pick.
Now, I think this might be a Monkey 4, Bane 5, Primal 3, and the carry Templar Assassin. Soon to now be carry as the mid laner. The last pick here. Meanwhile, an Unfallen, from my understanding, you are up against a Primal Beast. The Enigma. Enigma's a very decent laner. However, these 2 supports here of Silencer and Nynx Assassin are kind of dog water, right? They're not very good laners. Silencer has had its moments and still can have his moments of actually being quite a nuisance in lane, but I don't think he's really going to do too much here. He is up against melees, right? I believe it is the Primal with the Monkey, but the Monkey might even just sit on top of trees and jump in. Enigma can break them though. Pangolier is the last pick here. That's absolutely fine. Once again, Spirits and Puck are available if they want to. They'll go for a Sandy Claws.
Take your pick.
Interesting. +5 on Kiyoshi. NYJ will take that. Chaos Nike will take this. Yeah. Your stock standard looking pretty good. As we have Predator on the Gyrocopter, Pos 4, Nynx Assassin, Silencer 5. Now, the thing is, Enigma, right, is a very good laner. Like, lately he's been a very decent laner. However, paired up with a Nyx Assassin who's not a good laner, it kind of evens things out. And I can see Primal Beast running down and trampling on these Eidolons. The one benefit that they have is they obviously can stun him whilst he's trampling. So they have that way of kind of resetting and moving away from him. That with the Carapace Spike as well can put a stop to it also. Who else is there? Yeah, Monkey as well. I don't know if Monkey would do too much. This Enigma lane needs to go well. I think this Nyx Assassin is a bit of a meh hero. Kind of cripples the Enigma lane a lot. I think they should be okay though. Primal Beast is quite easy to is quite easy to kind of avoid on these two heroes. You know, Nyx can have two ways of altering it. The Enigma also with the the Q that he has. So I think it will be okay. And go mid Eons. Oh, hold that thought. I completely misspoke. I think I mean Primal won't be going up against Enigma. What am I talking about? Primal will be in the other lane. I knew that. It'll be Enigma versus the Templar, which I mean equally so Templar does often
Everybody gets
pick up these Thigh Blades. There'll be a Templar. I completely had the lanes the wrong way around. It will be Templar and Bane most likely. So what do they do against the Eidolons? I don't think the Side Blades is enough. They actually see. Did they ping out the Monkey? I'm not sure if they did. The Operator put up here. Very good. Have the last hits here. So game 2, obviously game 1 going to under effect. They have not switched sides, so it's the same sides right now. Oh, let me get rid of this thing. Sorry, I always forget to get rid of the solar overlay thing. There we go. Oh, lucky too. The engagements were about to start. Right, it still is a Nyx and Enigma. Enigma should be fine here. And I think that, I mean, TA Side Blades is a little bit of a problem, but not enough to really change the gameplay style at all. Enigma will just have to be a little bit more careful with where he positions these little guys. Giving a little bit of XP there to the Primal, which will be a mid Primal actually. Okay. They'll throw the Pangolier offlane. I think this wasn't the original plan, but I do like this. Chaos Nike, can dish out a lot of AoE damage whilst Sand King is in that that Sandstorm form there. So I don't think it's too bad to make this switch up. It might make Pangolier's game a little bit harder. Well, speaking of which, I mean, without a pos 4 right now, it looks like they're going for first blood down bottom onto Leia, but okay, they do manage to go for it and get it, but it does trade off Eon's life.
Dyer's courier didn't make it.
Good kill onto this offlane Enigma, which they do know. Okay, Monkey King Rain. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Put a ward behind the tower, possibly? Interesting. Good TP up top, though. Yeah, this, I think despite the Nyx not being very good at laning these days, I think this is still a pretty solid lane for Enigma. I think he can handle these guys. So it should go pretty evenly, if not maybe a little bit favoring Dyer, but he's taking a lot of hits here on Leia from these creeps. Meanwhile, top. Now, things are a little bit different. I believe that Dire probably have a better lane here. I was going to say Silencer, I mean, poking up against 2 melee cores, Silencer's actually pretty happy with this.
Whoops.
I mean, Gyro as well. They've really kind of sacked this top lane here. I don't know if this is the play. Like,
You talk too much, Wukong, but nothing.
sure, you've given Chaos a better lane here. Or maybe this was their original plan of just throwing Chaos in this mid lane with the Primal Beast. But this top lane is really rough for Under effect. I mean, Enigma only on 4 last hits. But yeah, I mean, Seeker forced to inch a few creeps here and there. He does have the movement speed of the boots, so he can do that. But surprisingly enough, there's no better hero than a Bane to kind of counterplay that sort of thing. Ghost, really low. Monkey's going to go for him here. Very brave. Another attempt on going deep into enemy territory from Rain, and another unfortunate failed attempt there. So the good thing about Bane, right, when it comes to people trying to pull, is he can always Nightmare them away. Now, level 1 Nightmare might not be enough to completely stop the pull, but it does delay it a little bit, enough time for, you know, maybe your carry to join or for something else to happen. Rain again, okay, now level 2 is going to head down bottom. Bane in a lot of trouble, does heal up a little bit, stun onto 2, but there's no damage because he actually got slept, and now one of the creeps, sorry, is slept, and this is a little bit sloppy here. They will maybe find Seeker. Free dance in about a few seconds, won't need it. And oh no, Leia, he got kind of pulled into a really odd spot too, and now he's slowed down. He's in a bit of trouble also, as they want to give this to NYJ, but a lot of Eidolons. Got to be careful. This could be a lot of juicy gold for them as well. Uh-oh, Kyoshi. Oh no, went to Nightmare himself, I think, and died from Ghost's use of the last word. And there's still fighting going on here, as we've now just got, like, it seems to be like a tri-lane battle. Blood grenade thrown on the Rain here. Gonna use the Roshan. Nope, doesn't quite get it off. He's gonna try to get Roshan to kill him, but Ghost on a killing spree. 3 and 1. It's a lot of intelligence, a lot of a big brain developed from this Silencer early into this game here at 4 minutes 40 with 4 stacks, or, you know, 4 permanent int, right? Now the Pangolier, a little bit ahead of the Gyro in levels. Monkey, he's really sacrificing his levels in order to try to get stuff done. He's 1, 3, and 2. It hasn't quite been too great, but he's going to give it a go again here. I mean, Predator, he's okay though. He's got a Falcon Blade, so he's got a decent amount of stats. I mean, Nike and NYJ are having a field day right now on Under effect, despite a lot of frantic kind of jumping around on their teams, right? A lot of fighting. They're coming out on top of the last hits because they're kind of being left alone. Eons, though, not quite left alone. Monkey, Rain coming in to try to help out, close the distance. One more hit should do it, but he's up on the high ground, so he's actually going to front flip forward. And with the damage block here, he's only on a bit of HP left. One more hit, 13 HP, and he lives through it as Rain picks up the kill on Predator, and he might get another one here. Oh, as he finishes him off on Eons. Jeez.
Nothing left to say, Silencer.
Damn. Level 6 on Pango. I mean, with that engagement just there, it's clear to say that it looks like Radiant have won most of their lanes, but NYJ, he loses his pos 5 on Kyoshi. Has to back off a bit. Seven-minute XP's coming up soon. Really important that Nyx Assassin gets a good timing on these on this level 6 here.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Oh, monkey. Uh-oh, nearby. Do they see him?
Radiant's mid tower.
They know that he's there, but I mean, Leia's just decided to farm instead. I mean, Nyx Assassin found him, but with the trees not getting cut, the the Midnight Pulse, sorry, already been used. Monkey just monkeys his way out of there, hops in and out. He's fine.
Dyer's mid tower needs a little help.
Rolling Thunder available though. Silence for now. Gonna have a stun follow-up as well. But Eon's pretty tanky. Decent amount of strength to his name. And could probably kill Ghost here. Although he doesn't have too many walls to play around with. But Ghost is going to go out in, like, near some walls and puts himself in a interesting spot. Rain, Kyoshi also nearby. Ghost will go down, sleep onto Predator. Predator under his own tower, getting poked and prodded at, and all he can do is kind of limp away a little bit. Leia does come by, double. Oh, nice ulti there, the black hole, but it gets instantly cancelled by Rain. As Eons does have a stick charge. The ulti is going to clip him for a little bit, but he's losing Predator in the tree lines. The flat cannon trying to hit him here. He's going to go back into the trees. And Predator. Eons really understands the limits of this Pangolier hero here. Playing with fire. The rest of die will come in. Okay, finally, we do have the Sand King rotate in. Level 1 Burrow Strike. Will use it. The Sandstorm as well. And they make short work of Rain here. As Eons goes back in again. Still on very low HP. He does have Chaos Nike nearby with an ult himself if he wants to. He's going to pick up the Sand King. Slam the Sand King down. But Sand King going to pop out his own ult. He does have a shielder, and so he's pretty healthy. Kyoshi in a lot of trouble. Goes down. Meanwhile, Chaos Nike. Stun coming in soon on him. It's just endless chaos here. Endless engagements and fighting in these last few moments of this game. As people have respawned and come back. Chaos Nike. No TP, but does have that mobility with the onslaught. As we'll finally breathe a little bit and have a look at this net worth. I mean, himself and NYJ at the top. Oh, pinches a rune right in front of Exenor. As another Rolling Thunder was used, took Predator down to half HP. Eons gotta be careful here. He can always reposition himself. Oh no, he doesn't have a swashbuckle. Stun is available from the Nyx. Nyx holding it, does land it. We get a silence onto him. Well, global silence used as well, but Predator, he's way too low. He'll die to the tower. And, oh, the ticking damage. He has 5 stick charges. And he'll live through that. Meanwhile, looks like we lost the Enigma. NYJ and Rain gonna pressure this bottom tower. Kyoshi backing them up as well. The neutral, well, not the neutral, sorry, the Helm of the Dom Creep trying to pull the wave away.
Top tower's taking hits.
She lose the gyro. Chaos Nike gets a solo kill on him. I think he must have been half HP. Sleep, Leia. Slowed as well. Doesn't have a black hole or anything. I mean, Ghost nearby. 5k now with the head for under effect. They desperately need level 6 on this Nyx Assassin. A bit of a pause. Look at what items we have. So the Desolator to come out on NYJ. Eons might be going for either a Diffusal Blade. Yeah, he's got a Diffusal Blade queued up. Leia. 4 seconds on a Black Hole, but he dies beforehand. Ghost also going to get run out and taken out very quickly as Nyx on a killing spree. And they actually land a stun onto Seeker. Seeker defensively uses his Impale, but I mean, they're just too mobile on these Radiant heroes. And with no one else coming to save the day, your mid lane is not coming. He has no TP or mana. Your carry is not interested. It's a double kill for NYJ. It's this Templar's 4-0 right now. 3 assists. Top of the net worth by a mile.
Dyer's top tower's gone. structure's looking fortified. Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
Now this tower getting quite low.
Dyer's mid tower's having technical
Monkey.
difficulties.
I was saying, you know, I was a bit worried about him running around a bit too chaotically, but now it's starting to pay off a bit. There's a lot of TPs here, though.
Gave up bottom tower.
Exonor, ulti, not. He's got a blink dagger. He's gonna stun onto the monkey. Yeah, monkey will be caught out here.
Battle isn't over yet.
They've opened up this side of the map, though. Double damage.
Dyer's mid tower could use
And a
little
bit of
help.
deep vision. It does run out, but they know the Dire nearby. Chaos, double damage used. Gonna throw him down, but the global silence defensively is gonna isolate Chaos Nike, and Chaos Nike in a little bit of trouble here. He's quite tanky. Will use the onslaught to try to reposition himself out of there. Eons, nice grip here actually from Kiyoshi, and with the follow-up from the Rolling Thunder, no way of cancelling that grip. They lose their mid laner. They're gonna keep going. Leia, meanwhile, looks like MYJ, sorry, takes out Seeker. And it's just chaos all over. The neutral creep comes in to help out. Let's have a Helm of the Dominator actually on Rain. Sleep repositions the silencer in a deadly spot. And Dire, I mean, these heroes don't really do much. They desperately, I mean, they're really trying their best with the Sand King. But it's the Sand King and it's the Nyx Assassin. And Nyx Assassin at 13 minutes still isn't quite level 6 yet. Now, Leia. Okay, Monkey. They're going to jump on top of this Enigma. Can he get a black hole? He does get a black hole, and it's a decent one too. The sleep, though, to cancel the ticking damage from this Dire squad. It's not quite enough. Rain, meanwhile, lives through most of this. Does get a really nice Wukong's command, and it does turn the fight around as Chaos Nike on a killing spree there. Leia, he's in a bit of trouble. They lose Rain, though. Nice double stun here from Seeker. NYJ coming in. Help finish off with a fresh Desolator. Gets a few charges there as 2 for 3. Oh, the sleep. They have the vision there. They saw him TPing out.
My blades and my mind are as one.
And now, all the 4 stacks on that Desolator.
I'll take it.
9k, 14 minutes, sorry.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
TA 7-0. Angelier 5-3. Monkey 2-6. 2-3 for the Bane. 4-0 for the Primal Beast. So 2 pretty significant heroes not dead yet at all on Under Effect. Now they know no black hole for a while. Monkey going to engage on Leia, but he cuts the tree down actually. And a decent amount of damage will come out onto Rain. Rain, slept defensively though, will help him out. The global science as well. They actually can't kill this monkey. Finally, Seeker does finish him. And now with Exonor joining in too, they lose 2. And they might actually lose this Templar. The stun is there. This is a big kill. A really big kill for Unfallen. They bit off a little bit too much there. Oh, Chaos Nike in a very interesting spot. Does he have... Okay, he does have enough damage. He really quickly takes him.
Radiant bottom tower.
Still very far away from anything here, but Gyro left to his own devices a little bit. Gonna start farming up. He's going for the Ags as he's like technically third item, but I think it's good to have the Crystal Stout just based on how under effective and playing and how swiftly and quickly these fights have just been erupting, right?
Bottom tower.
So to have that earlier crits is very useful.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Radiant lost one of them.
Might be a BKB coming out on this. Yeah, it's going to be a BKB in the Primal. So the only thing that can really stop him is the Black Hole now, and the Global can too.
Dyer's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
9k, 16 minutes, 22 to 15. As Radiant Under Effect are looking to be quite aggressive here, and they're going to go on the Silencer, so he cannot Global Silence that, and he's going to easily go down. They make very short work of this support. Monkey does spot out the Eidolons, but I mean, the creeps do see him as well. I mean, Leia's got to be careful. Nice deep ward here as well. They see the TP coming out from the Nyx Assassin. Also, Nyx Assassin available to stun. Doesn't quite land it. It's a nice black hole, but without any follow-up, they managed to cancel it out too, actually. I think it was the sleep that cancelled it, yeah. Okay, coming in. Exeter, Sand King. A lot of splash damage coming out from them. Rain with a nice Wukong's command as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off. Make that 2 for 2. The... Oh, Seeker. Yeah, okay. 3 dead. Sand King left alone. Nice blink away.
Them dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
I know that Predator wants to farm, but he got this Chrysalis, you know, I assumed to kind of fight. I think it would have been a decent time for him to get off a nice flat cannon there. They were very deep on under effect under their tower.
Dire's bottom tower.
And you know, the
Radiant's top tower.
most of these other ultis were kind of preemptively used, I think. Or at least the monkey ult was.
Bottom tower got blown to bits. Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Ooh, Eon's kind of wanting to stick around a little bit despite being very low because he wants the rest of his team to finish them off potentially, but he gets bursted down. BKB, there's that grab as well, that pulverized onto the Sand King. Sand King goes down as they lose the Pango for the Sand King. Monkey does get his trees cut down, a little bit awkward for him. He's under a lot of pressure right now. And he cannot heal up. He will go down. A nice tip coming out from his teammate, finding it quite funny. Oh, Ghost. 2 hits from NYJ takes him down. As Radiant, they're very deep in enemy territory. Predator is here, but he gets taken out. And Seeker, very low himself. Killing spree. 3 for 4.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help. Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
It's mid tower. He's got to be careful here. Yeah. Good back out. They've got a lot of aggressive vision from Radiant as well, behind the tower as well as in the jungle now. And even like in a secret little farming spot here, you know, when they want to get away. Global silence used, so Eons cannot get that ulti off, or can he? No, the last word helps finish him there. But I mean, with no global, you can, yeah, absolutely pressure this mid tower.
Can't do nothing about Dire's structures right now.
10 seconds for Black Hole. Can you get a BKB on Enigma? Oh, wow. Very brave, jumping forward here, and he's in a bit of trouble, and they lose the, they lose Chaos Nike. And now, I don't know, I think Dire, they might have a little window here to get a little bit more, but Radiant's still feeling pretty confident. Thinking has an ulti too. I think if Under Effects stick around, this might not be so good for them. As nice black hole coming out from Leia. It's going to hold 2 people in place. The ulti coming out from the Sand King. There's a BKB from NYJ, but he's going to try to TP out. No, he goes down, and they actually win a team fight here on Under Effect. Sorry, on Unfallen. As it was a very brave jump. I don't think he didn't BKB and jump him, did he? Maybe he did. But to stick around after your, regardless after your beast goes down. Primal Beast really, yeah, bit off too much there. And then, yeah, Under Effect stuck around being very confident. They still had good ultis on Unfallen. And that was a bit of a blunder there.
Tower's coming apart. Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
As now, Satanic will be queued up for Gyro as he has the Aghanims and the Chrysalis there.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
And net worth Look, a little bit of a nosedive in another direction. Well, win probability, according to Gaben, goes to 55% for Dire to win now. It's interesting. Yoshi smoked up. Rain as well. Eon's in the mid lane. Chaos Nike does show. He's going to go into a neutral, or the dominated creep, but they're going to once again go onto him here. The BKB from Chaos Nike. He's going to jump forward. Global Silence is there, but it doesn't quite matter. The spells have already come off. Predator, they got to get him out of there. He's trying to sidestep around Eons. He's going to get gripped though. Looking really rough here. No black hole. No way of saving him. The Glimmer Cape does help a little bit. Seeker, can he help save his gyro? He does manage to take out Eons. Really well played. And Predator, so low. But he eventually goes down to Chaos Nike. Ghost, Leia, they need to get the heck out of there. As Seeker slept. He cannot save him. They're going to keep going. Oh, stun. Okay, cuts the tree as well. But, oh, a little bit of misplay here as the Nightmare and the Pulverize at the same time. But Leia, oh, forced to. He's going to use his BKB for this. That means in about 20 seconds, when he has Black Hole, he will not have BKB as well. Not sure if it's worth using the BKB there.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight.
Because it's almost like, I mean, they've got plenty of ways to counter or to stop this Enigma Black Hole. Looks like they still want to go anyway. Oh, Monkey, Rain.
An excellent choice.
Very quickly jumping around. Leia's going to be really careful here. They've got some good vision, but... Oh, looks like the... oh, Exeter takes out the Monkey King, but the right-click damage is way too much from NYJ. And that is not quite worth it for the Pulse 4. The BKB comes out on the Primal. But that Sand King, you know, he doesn't have any armor. He's gone for the Aghanim's Blink build. Still not picking up any armor, so he melts completely to this TA if she's too close to him. $11K net worth, 35 to 27. 40 seconds for Sand King, just come back. You have a black hole, but you have no BKB for 25 seconds. I think Radiant it will under effect. They should, knowing how well this team goes around objectives, it's probably time to do Roshan, right? Especially if you're going high ground against spells like Black Hole and Global. You need Roshan. Even though this is a bit of a lead, it's not as big as the last game. I think Unfallen have much more chance to climb back in this one with these spells if under effects don't respect them enough.
Carry on.
So we'll see what they do. They still have the tier 2 top to take if they want to, but they will ping out Roshan, it seems. As in a minute's time, he will head to the north side of the map, but he will not get that opportunity, as they will kill him here. This might give Leia enough time to get a Blink Black. I mean, all it takes is BKB, Blink, Black Hole, and you can completely win and turn a whole game around. Desperately farming as quick as he can. Roshan gets taken.
And the Radiant done the deed.
Still a little bit away from this this Blink.
Blessings.
I'd say if he doesn't have it before the higher ground push comes, I think he should sell something. Oh, actually, oh no. Story of his life today, you know, Ghost. He does manage to slip away this time. But without a 4-staff, he soon will have it, but yeah, he cannot. Chaos Nike will just always just run at the silencer. I think he needs to sell his drums on Enigma here. Or push some use some Eidolons to push, yeah.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill. drill.
He shouldn't. Oh no, he shouldn't push too long. Got a few heroes coming by. Rain. Just let the creeps do it. Fortunately, those Eidolons go down pretty quick. He's still a little bit away. He can't seem to find the farm that he needs. He might have it. I think he should sell drums though, or something. Like maybe. I mean, he's gonna sell the Iron Branch, right? There's 10 gold or whatever. How much do they sell for? I guess it doesn't really say. But with the amount of time that the Under Effect are giving them, he might just eventually, yeah, he's gonna tick over to that amount of gold. Absolutely. He should have enough for a blink soon. Uh-oh. Seeker, oh, he is in a lot of trouble and he goes down. And this fight is a little bit hard. I mean, he's going to go in anyway with the Black Hole. He's not going to BKB though, but he doesn't need to. As he manages to just dump it onto Rain. Kyoshi goes down too. They've lost 2. But they need to run away from the cause. Global Signs to cancel out. Now Chaos Nike, Refresher, jumps again and goes for it another time with that Pulverize. Predator, can they take him out? I mean, here comes NYJ. They lose Chaos Nike, but they take out the Gyrocopters. A buyback from the Nyx Assassin. Ultimately, though, this defense isn't too bad from Unfallen.
The Dyer's courier took a trip to the old family farm.
I mean, his Black Hole didn't get cancelled this time, but it was just used on a Monkey King 4, you know?
Dyer's mid-tower's having technical difficulties.
Sand King. Jump in, try to pressure, but like I said, he doesn't have much armor. He's going to be careful with these right clicks. No, I mean, enough damage came through here. They got it all nice double stun from Exeter. They're poking and prodding, and actually, ultimately, yeah, a very successful defense. Most of Radiant's heroes are back up though, despite you know, excuse being the primal. We'll come back in 20 seconds. Smoke. No Black Hole though. No global. I think they want to think that knowing, you know, the enemy knowing this, they might come and take this juicy farm here. Well, thinking about it, NYJ, they see him head north a little bit. Like they don't want to leave their base. Under Effect are a little bit split up here. $17K net worth ahead. They find anything though? Nyx, ulti. They stun, they find the Monkey King actually. They cut the trees, they use everything. The Rolling Thunder does come out. Bane nearby as well. BKB from the Enigma so he doesn't get stunned here. And now, I mean, the rest of Radiant are coming by. They just wash on past each other, as they have taken the monkey though. That's a BKB on the Enigma used. He still has the blink Black Hole if he wants to. 8 seconds, that is.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
I'm a little bit nervous for Under Effect. If they can't quite crack this high ground code, and if they lose Templar, not sure. Oh, Enigma. He's just going to Black Hole. There's no way of cancelling it out. There's the sleep. There's the global as well. And it looks like, I mean, the AoE damage from Exeter, they're just a bit too far apart on Radiant. The TA is nowhere to be seen, actually on the opposite side of the map. Trying his best on Chaos Nike to just run down. He gets a double kill on his way out. With that use of the Refresher Orb. Blinks away. Ultimately, though, Unfallen, they're benefiting a little bit more. Gyro might actually have enough for buyback and
A moment of silence.
Oh, his courier got killed.
Dyer's courier.
Oh, and it had the Reaver on it. Another 3 minutes without any satanic of any sort. That is rough. The Bane, I think, wait, who took it? Yeah, the Bane picked it up. No, it was NYJ. Taking that courier kill. It's a bit awkward. This Enigma either has BKB, no Black Hole, no BKB. He never has both of them at the same time. $41 to 33, 20k lead. 4 under effect in this game too. They've taken game 1. And now, you know, Unfallen, their backs are up against the wall a little bit here. But they do have the tools to execute really good team fights. It's a very difficult high ground to go up against. And I've no doubt that under effects, you know, even though it could be a while away, they just have to get Roshan. They cannot try to do high ground without it.
Dyer's courier didn't make it.
Another courier kill here. It's 2 times now. Black Hole 40. Okay, they're gonna smoke out. 30 seconds without a black hole though. They do have global, however. I'm not sure if Radiant saw the smoke or if they're pinging for any reason. But Dyer, looks like they want to just get a bit of vision out maybe. They've got Ninx. He does have his Vendetta active. So they'll actually look for a little bit more as Chaos Nike. He's going to break the smoke of Predator, but he's just used an Invis rune. Oh no, this could be really bad for Unfallen. Okay, he'll break the Invis and just clear the wave and back. Think they smoke again? No, they're still smoked on these heroes here. It's a shame, doesn't quite result in anything. Well, you know, time is money, and money is ticking over to some of these heroes here with the Gyro soon to have a... Well, he's closing in on a Butterfly. Still a little bit away, actually, sorry. Tormentor, he's got that the rock toss or rock throw. Anglia with an Ags. A Roshan timer. Pretty quick one, I think. BKB on Sand King, pretty big now. He still lacks a little bit of armor though, unfortunately. He's got to be careful of some of these right clicks from the TA, but they need to fight under vision on Radiant. There's been a few times where the vision hasn't quite, or the lack of vision, I guess you could say, from sentries have made the fights a little bit more difficult for them. Oh, they find Monkey again. Monkey tries to reposition them. Nyx Assassin going to try to come in before he can get the tree off, but he has that shard so he can move with that Boundless Strike. Nice little Manta dodge as well. It's actually a double damage top, but I don't know if any team will see it soon.
Was that intentional? It looked intentional.
A bit of a stalemate here for a while in this game.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Execution has to be quite perfect for under effect. I think Unfallen have a little bit more room to kind of mess about with their spells. They've just got such good ultis. Roshan is alive in the bottom pit, but he will move up north in about 10 seconds. Gyro's courier respawned, so he's got that satanic. Have a Butterfly. Roshan heading up north. I'm not sure why under effect aren't going to go do it. Ah, they are now. Like I told them, they're listening to me. Now this should help their chances, but I actually don't think it will. It should help their chances. I still think that Dire's got a really good high ground despite having Aegis, but they need to get this Aegis in order to try to high ground. Okay, Primal. Double damage as well. We're 36 minutes in. And pull Pangolier half down with not so much commitment there. One or two. Okay, we're gonna see some high ground push now. We've been waiting for it. We want to see it. What can they do? Rolling Thunder use smoke. It's gonna pop. They're gonna get a bit of vision. They're gonna go for the Enigma. That's who they need to kill quickly. He instantly BKBs some black holes and unfortunately misses and whips completely. And that's a use of the black hole for nothing. You know, Rolling Thunder, sure, but very delayed response there, unfortunately, for Eons. And now, I mean, they know they're not up against the black hole. They're going to have to really depend on the ulti from the Gyro and the Sand King. Sand King burrows into all four of the heroes here. Nink's Assassin follows up. Kyoshi goes down. There's the silence as well. As Monkey on the tree lines gets a nice Wukong's command. They finish off the Sand King. Actually, I think there was a buyback. Is there a buyback? No. And they jump in. Chaos Nike grabs onto Gyrocopter. It lasts a very long time. Satanic doesn't matter. He's stunned for so long. Double kill, triple kill for NYJ. 3 without buyback. It's probably going to be called for GG here, as they have nothing left in the tank. Ah, that's such a shame. What an anticlimactic way to end.
Nothing left of Dire's top rags.
That was the Bane that brought back.
Top rags didn't make it. Dire's mid tower is having technical difficulties.
Silencer buys back.
Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. The Dire's mid range.
Enigma does have a refresher, but they're aware of it. They've actually four-staffed him into the enemy base here. No, no Malefice yet. But okay, he'll refresh to do it. Oh no, is he gonna die? He gets instantly destroyed. Oh no.
The Dire went and fortified their structures.
Yeah, that is probably game 2 there. That is definitely game 2. As they are now just kind of playing with their food, but they will go for the tier 4s now finally on under effect as they quickly crumble down. Can they do anything? One last hoorah, maybe? I mean, they're going for objectives here. They're just right-clicking the Ancient. You can't do anything about it. Sand King, last-ditch effort. Ulti's in, takes out the Pangolier, the grip, but he does die, actually. But the right-clicks are way too big from NYJ. He's just killing these Dire heroes. The E-Blade only preventing the inevitable. Here comes some magical damage to go on top of him. As there's buybacks from those two. The Gyro's back as well. BKB. Oh, look at this BKB. The blink, the refresh. They're going to go onto all 3 again. And Chaos Nike really unleashing a lot of chaos onto the Dire squadron. As there's a dieback on Ninx. Black hole number 2 onto NYJ. But there's no follow-up damage. Predator, he has to try to fight from the base. As they call GG. Oh. Under effect 2-0 against Unfallen. Pretty convincing with both of these games. Second game, there was a moment where it was a little bit closer, but once again, a few unfortunate, just unfortunate fights for them, right? Really unfortunate. There was a moment where there was just a lot of nothing going on, right? Look at this, right? Between, well, about 30 minutes, yeah, about almost 8 minutes of just holding on for a little bit, which is fine. Look at Roshan. They needed to wait for Roshan anyway. I think Under Effect knew that Dire could possibly still come back, right, with a really good team fight. So they wanted to make sure they had the Roshan. And in doing so, yeah, and then Eon's, I don't know, just unfortunately Leia, just with an interesting, the black hole at the end. Unfortunately wasting that first one there. But it happens, it happens. There's a lot of pressure, right? It's a lot of pressure. When your back's up against the wall like that, against, you know, potential megas soon, and yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, huh? That's it. I'm done. I'm a little bit sleepy, right? I had a very big shift last night, a very chaotic one as well. So that was Impacto Solar Season 4, Group Stage Day 2. There were some previous games happening. Feel free to go check out the other streams there. They are not in English, though. I'm the only one, I think, in English. I'm not too sure about that. But I might be back in the next few days or tomorrow, you know, and we'll see how we're going, depending on work. But thank you again for watching, and I'll...